Hello and welcome to today's Overwatch League video podcast. Both. This is the first time that we're doing both video and podcast together for Overwatch League and for our teams and stuff. So it'll be a little bit weird to sort of go between both. We got a bunch of things set up here: phone for recording, iPad for audio recording, and my computer to see what I'm talking about. So, it's a little bit of a test run, I guess you could say, for power rankings when those come out. So, there was the All-Star game for the 2019 Overwatch League season just was announced. And I want to go over each of my votes. And specifically to talk about this. This isn't like analysis of players or whatever that I vote based off of. In the end, I'm a fan of Overwatch League. I'm not paid for my analysis. I do it for fun. To, break down teams, break down matches. So when it comes to something like an all-star game, which doesn't really matter in the scheme of things, it's just fun for the fans, fun for the announcers, fun for the analysts. I take a step back from this player is really good or this player is really good. And I vote for the players that I like from the teams that I like, as you would in any other sport. For football, I most of the time when it comes to picking, every category pick Jets players, even though the Jets typically aren't that good. I think I voted for Sam Darnold for quarterback, even though he didn't play all the games and didn't play that great the first half of the season. I still voted for Sam Darnold for quarterback for AFC. That's just what I'm going to do. And, things like that. For every sport, I vote for the players that I like from the teams that I like. So, it's no different with Overwatch League. There's no analysis that goes into it. So, I have pulled up on my computer here just the screenshots from my phone of what I picked for each one. So, we're going to go through it. I'll say what role they are, what division, what team. So, first, we're going to start with the Atlantic Division. The first two players in the Atlantic Division that I picked. The first one for the DPS role, I picked Sabiobi. So the thing about Sabiobi, obviously he didn't really, I don't even think he was on stage at all. Or no, I think he might have got something like the end of a game that didn't really matter for New York. But Sabiobi didn't really play, but he's one of my favorite players in Overwatch League, if not my favorite player. So, I was not going to not vote for Sabiobi. Even though he didn't play that much. We'll see what he does in the second stage of the season once the meta shifts away from 3-3 and we see more DPS played. I'm sure we'll see Sabiobi in there. And if not, New York should trade him to Soul Dynasty. Just because. I will get a Sabiobi jersey. I want to get a Sabiobi jersey from New York Excelsior. Like, he's one of my favorite players, and I want a Sabiobi jersey. The next player that we have here is Animo, also from New York Excelsior. Playing the healing role. One thing I do want to note is that all of the players that I picked are from Korean teams, all Korean rosters, and they're all Korean players. So Animo, he's one of the best healers in the league, and he's from New York Excelsior, so why would I not vote for him? From Pacific Division, our first win in here from Pacific Division is DPS role. I have Fleta here. From Soul Dynasty, and Fleta just, he's good DPS and from Soul Dynasty, so I'm going to vote for Soul Dynasty players. My other pick here is Healer from Vancouver Titans. I'm going to go with Slime. Slime is really shown that he's a really good healer throughout the season, and also being from Vancouver, which is one of my favorite teams to watch. So, Slime in there as a pick. Next, two players from each division. Back to the Atlantic Division. My second DPS pick is Libero from New York Excelsior. Libero and Sabiobi as a combination when they do play together is really, really strong, and Libero is a key player in the Overwatch World Cup for South Korea in 2018. Mono, one of the best tank players in the Overwatch League, also from New York Excelsior. I picked him because he's really good. And you get Mono and Mako together, and that's probably the best tank pair in the Overwatch League. Not even considered probably the best. That is the best tank pair in the Overwatch League. Mono and Meko together. And then we go to the Pacific Division. My second DPS pick there is So-Min-Soo. So-Min-Soo is a DPS player. I don't really know how much he plays or what DPS he plays because I didn't really watch, or I never watched Contenders, so I don't know what the Runaway roster really did player or hero wise. I know obviously that they were really good and they didn't really lose since that tournament started, or since that season started. So I know that they're good. I just don't know what specific heroes he plays. I seen him play on the Zara during 3-3 comp when that obviously was the thing. And he was crazy on the Zara. So I don't know what he plays on DPS, but I still picked him for it. And then my tank choice for the Pacific Division is the only player that I have a jersey with their name on is Fissure from Seoul Dynasty. I was so excited when Seoul Dynasty added Fissure, seeing what he did for Los Angeles Gladiators to boost them from a garbage team to a team with playoff potential. And I know that he's really good, and he's my favorite player in the league. Fissure and Sabioli are my two favorite players. So that's the thing. And yeah, I just obviously I'm going to vote for my favorite players. So that's the thing. So we get to the third segment here from each division. The reason that I'm doing it this way, not doing all Atlantic, all Pacific, that's just the way that the voting works is you have two. It shows you two at a time on your phone screen. So I couldn't really just be like, oh, all Atlantic, unless I scrolled all the way over, scroll all the way back to do Pacific. So I just did it this way. So my final two picks for the Atlantic Division, both also from New York Excelsior. So there's 6 New York Excelsior players here. First one is Jonak. Obviously, Jonak is wild. One of my main reason, or the main reason why I actually got into playing Zenyatta myself in my own games is because of watching how good Jonak is and things like that. So obviously Jonak's going to get in there. He's super popular in the league anyways, but that's my pick is Jonak. And then my other pick for tank from Atlantic Division is Meko. Honestly, or obviously I meant to say that. I said Mono and Meko combined together, so there's no reason to not have them combined together, so I have Meko here as well. Then we get to the Pacific Division, and we got Ryu Jae-hong from Seoul Dynasty. Ryu Jae-hong playing Zenyatta as well. It's just, Seoul Dynasty again, got to go with him. He's good. I've seen so far that he's one of the top vote getters for Pacific Division. I know the ones I voted for, Jonak, Ryu Jae-hong, and Fleta are the top picks within their divisions. Or one of the top 6 picks within the division. The rest of these players that I said have not, but I'm sure they'll be in like sub roles if they're not starting. And then my final one for the Pacific Division, a player that I really got interested in on a character that I really started playing. Bumper, I like his aggressive style with Reinhardt. Something that I can relate to, since I've really gotten more into playing Reinhardt by watching 3-3. Something that I was kind of like decent at playing Reinhardt myself. And then when, GOATs, triple tank, triple support, 3-3, whatever you want to call it. Watching that, which is my favorite meta so far from Overwatch. GOATs has just been so cool to watch, but to see the way that some of these Reinhardt plays work out, to see Bumper being super aggressive is something I can relate to. I always go in and play super aggressive myself on Reinhardt, so to see a player do that in the Overwatch League, I've just been really, really interested in what Bumper does and how things work for him. So that's the thing, and I'm going to pick Bumper because of that. So just to go back through my picks for the Atlantic Division, Saviolbi, Onimo, Libero, Mono, Jonak, and Meko. All 6 players from New York Excelsior. And then for Pacific Division, we got Fleta, Slime, So-Min-Soo, Fissure, Ryu Jae-hong, and Bumper. We have 3 from Seoul Dynasty and 3 from Vancouver Titans. Those are my picks. The all Korean rosters. My 3 favorite teams. Seoul Dynasty, my favorite team. New York Celtics, my second favorite team. And Vancouver, my 3rd favorite team. But when you have Vancouver and Seoul in the same thing, they sort of pull from each other. I definitely want to vote for Munchkin as well, but I couldn't leave out Suminsu, so I had to pick one or the other. So that's that. And then for tanks, I don't remember who the other tank is on Seoul Dynasty, honestly. And there's no way I was leaving out Bumper. And then for healing, that's the only one that I could have maybe went with Jexay for. Is that who the healer is for Seoul Dynasty? I think it said Jexay was their healer. I don't know. I think he is like Lucio play or something. I could have picked Jexay over Slime, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter in the end, so that's the thing. But yeah, so those are my picks. Sabiobi, Animo, Flutter, Slime, Libero, Mono, Suminsu, Fissure, Jonak, Meko, Razor Hong, and Bumper. So I'm looking forward to watching the Overwatch League All-Star Game 2019 in Los Angeles to just, see how that works out this season. And I'm definitely looking forward to doing breakdowns of other things. I'm sure they'll be doing dumb Widow headshot battles again and other games. I hope they do the announcers battling against each other. That's when they play against each other. That's one of my favorite things to watch. So I'm looking forward, hoping to see that. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with the All-Star Game. These are my picks for the 2019 All-Star Game in the Overwatch League. So, if you are watching on YouTube, I want to thank you for watching. And if you're listening through a podcast, I want to thank you for clicking on this and listening through to the end. So, again, thank you for watching or listening, whatever format you have chosen to take and see or visualize or embrace this content. So thank you for that. And we'll be back with more Overwatch League. We have the Stage 2 Power Rankings coming out on April 8th after the end of the first week. And from then on, we'll just be getting into things and, just seeing what happens. So thank you all for checking it out. And yeah, that's that.